And now it's time for the spicy life, with pepper beef too spicy. Three, two, one. How's it going, guys? Pepper too spicy here. Welcome to Spicy Life number 8 for May 2015 and June 2015. And as you can see, I'm no longer in that crappy flat over in Manchester. Back in the United States. Do this. I don't know why I do this a lot. It's just a weird hand gesture that I do. I arrived about a week and a half ago. The flight was pretty good, you know. It's pretty standard. Food on it was really good. I flew Icelandic Air, and like the baguette sandwich they gave me was it was ham and cheese, and all it was toasted. I don't know, like the bread, the cheese, and the ham. I've had ham sandwiches before, but I don't know, this, even for airplane food, it was super good. I don't know. And the staff was all nice and pretty and whatever. Pretty. I actually had a bit of trouble getting on my flight. My first flight was cancelled. I won't go into the details. No, it's not like I didn't plan before, but I ran into some problems with my luggage. I was able to handle it pretty adultly, you know, for a 21-year-old guy. I was able to handle it pretty professionally, pretty maturely. But I'm back. And as you can see, this is my room, but it's kind of like a little different. It's because my parents, they were very nice. They're awesome people. They not refurnished, but you know, they redesigned my room a bit, moved furniture around, you know, painted the walls a lot nicer. And then I was able to hang all my posters. A good old Bruce Lee one back, and the new Hayao Miyazaki Wind Rises. If you hadn't seen it, it's amazing. You should go see it. Deserved to win the Academy Award over Frozen for sure. Although my dad doesn't like the fact that I covered his paint with my posters. Now that I have my laptop, I've got my desktop, I've got my PlayStation 3 over here. You probably see that, maybe not. We're kicking it back into recording. I was, you know, first week back, I didn't do any recording. I was just, you know, going through the motions. I was just getting off of the jet lag. But it's June 17th today, and I'm gonna get back to work. So, and before I left on June 6th. The anniversary of the D-Day invasion, I traveled to Arcade Club in somewhere north of Manchester, suburb, small town, and I participated in the Tekken Tournament 2 tournament over there. Shoutouts to DJ Vu, Belial, I think Spaghetti Rip was there. A lot of people like Haroon, all my NBA boys, of course. You know, those guys are always awesome. And it's a small arcade. I'll show you some pictures, but it was really cool, you know, seeing an arcade, because I haven't been to an arcade in a very, very long time. It's nice to see one all up and running, and the staff were very nice, and food was pretty good there that served. I think it was around 30 or so entrants, maybe more, maybe less. I think it's less, but all the players were pretty good. I just had a lot of fun playing in that tournament, playing all different kinds of players. There was this one guy, I think his name was Sean. Yeah, he was part of the Wednesday Wednesday 3D fights, whatever it's called, I don't know. Wednesday fight, it's like the Scottish locals of Tekken. And he played really interesting teams. Like I remember, what was it, Anna Elisa, or like Lisa Capo, or something like that. And he played some really weird teams. He was really fun to play against. DJ Vu, yeah, me and him had one of the closest sets ever I played in my life. First match of the tournament, me and DJ Vu going at it. Him playing Law Paul, stomped that team pretty well. He switched to what I think is his main, but his main is probably Law Paul. Double Jacks, and I had a much harder time dealing with that team. And every match, because there was only like, you know, so many entrants, every match was first to 3 instead of best 2 out of 3. So that means that me and DJ V, we played to both 2-2, and the very, very last match, it was down to final round. All of our characters low, one poke away. It could go either way, but that Jack down back 1, or is it down back 2? Either one, that stupid low poke. Screw that. Put me in losers. But I was able to, you know, defeat opponents, and I made my way up into the top 16. Maybe into the top 8. I don't know if I was in the top 8, but I was up there. And took down Gilgamesh, Kazuya Deviljin, I believe, or no, Kazuya Heihachi, I think, player. Very good Michima player. I remember during that match, everybody was super quiet. Like the pressure was on. I was the foreign guy, even though I was part of NBA. You know, I was the underdog. but I was able to steal away a win. The next guy I fought, Haroon, Hwang, Anna, 2 characters I have, dog barking, 2 characters I have a lot of trouble playing against. 2 characters I have a lot of trouble playing against. And once again, just like DJ Vu, I brought it down to 2-2. And the very last match, I just, I don't know, it was close again, but not as close as the DJ Vu one. And I lost fair and square. I mean, I'm actually really surprised I did well against the player who was good with Anna and Hua Rong, and I don't know much about those characters. I know Anna is really, really weak at stepping, but Hua Rong, I know to step him is left, right, or right. See, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's left. And his pressure. It's a bad enough fighting a Hua Rong player that's just doing strings. I don't know what they are. It's worse when you're fighting like a guy who actually knows how to mix up those strings instead of just doing them random. I think Hua Rong is really good in Tekken Tag 2, even though this is a statement that's really late in the game because Tekken 7 is right around the corner. Because he just does so well with rage. He doesn't have to land a combo. He just needs to get 3 pokes in there with rage and boom, like 40% gone. And his Okizeme is good. Yeah, I think Hua Rong is definitely a character I think it's slept on. But I guess he's not really good at a far range, but he does have a lot of decent gap closing tools. He's good with punishers, and he's got good damage overall, and of course the poking pressure. So I think Hua Rong is definitely a solid character. I don't think he's top 10, but he's solid for sure. The finals was W3D Belial versus NBA's own Ru Kang, Mario Alfonso, I think his last name, and that was Mario came back with his team that I'm forgetting. It's Bob Raj. And he came back, reset the bracket, and won. So, yay NBA. I met him as a cool guy, met everyone there, really cool guys, you know. So I landed in 5th place, and I snagged myself a copy of. So, because only 1st place and I believe 2nd place gets a cut of the pot, which was about, $3 quid to enter. So in American bucks, that's about $6 or $5, just about, give or take, entry fee. So the winning the ultimate like pot prize was probably around, I'd say, like 40 quid, 35 quid, something like that. So that's about $60, $70, something like that, maybe a bit less. Buy you a full game. And everyone who's in top 16, however, was guaranteed a consolation prize, which is basically, it's a big pile of games that NBA as cool guy, of course, set up. I think they're all his games that he wanted to throw away, and or maybe he bought them new, I don't know. But anyways, he has all these prizes, all these games, and basically winners, the higher you up in the ranking, the first you are to pick. So like, you know, 1st place gets to pick whatever they want, and Mario chose a deluxe edition of SFXT. It looks nice, but I wouldn't play the game itself, and so on and so on and so forth. And I was in 5th place, and I got 5th pick. And boom, Armored Core, you know, I don't know if you know me, but I like my Gundam, I like my Mecha, I like my Macross, I like my Evangelion. Is there any other Mecha series I like besides Gundam and Macross? Shouldn't get a Robo. But yeah, Armored Core. Never really played the series myself, but I've always been a fan of From Software, and from what a friend tells me, Armored Core is great. So I am going to be playing the fuck out of this. I don't think I'll do a Let's Play on it, maybe, but definitely playing Armored Core. Ooh. So this is like a, I don't even know, like, it's 2 years old, so probably like a $20 game, and I was like, yes. So, definitely won something out of that tournament. Happy with my placement, played a lot of good matches, and as I'm recording this, E3 is going on right now. Probably the 2 most games I'm hyped for. Fallout 4, everybody's saying that pretty much. Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 3, I'm a little bit cautious about it because everyone's general idea is that, you know, Bloodborne just came out like 3 months ago, and it's like Dark Souls 3 is already coming out next spring. Like, you know, like a year and a half is not enough time to do a game. Apparently, the Dark Souls team is a separate team from the Bloodborne team, which makes me believe it might be the B team from Dark Souls 2, which is okay, I guess. But Hidetaka Miyazaki, who was leading Dark Souls 1, Demon Souls, and Bloodborne, so he is the creator of Dark Souls' unique and very, very well-planned level design and boss design, etc. He will be leading Dark Souls 3's team. Apparently, he was doing both Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3 at the same time, both directing them. So the guy is like a machine or something, some kind of android, able to do both games at once. I don't know how he was able to do that, but I'm confident because the guy's a fucking genius when it comes to level design and boss design, that the game will be really solid. I saw a trailer at E3, looked pretty decent, you know, but it looks like it's following the tradition of being like a true sequel to Dark Souls, as in like a fake sequel or just has the number, then like it's in the same universe but has nothing to do with the game now. It's a true sequel, so we'll see, because I saw a giant and I saw what looks like Drang Lake, but all fucked up and stuff, or Anna Orlando. Fallout 4, I've been a fan of the Fallout series since Fallout 3, I've always liked it. The reason I'm not the biggest fan of it is because the graphics in Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3 were not the best, although the writing in the games is generally really good. I like the writing better in New Vegas compared to Fallout 3 Obsidian, which made New Vegas, which was, they didn't really make a new game because they used the Fallout 3 engine, but they made a whole new area. They just started from scratch. Was that Obsidian is really good at making stories, like from KOTOR 2, and I think they did something with Baldur's Gate, and then New Vegas, their stories are really good. The writers from Obsidian are really good. Sadly, their gameplay is not that much better, because usually they just take off after another company's like engine, and then they just make the same game but with a different story. Unfortunately, they won't be working on Fallout 4, but I'm still confident in Bethesda Softworks' ability to create a really good game. And I saw all the new features from Fallout 4 at E3. I'm not there myself, of course, but I am super excited for it. I can't wait to play it. I thought about pre-ordering the Pip-Boy edition, and I'm still not sure. That's a lot of money, but Pip-Boy, having Pip-Boy on your own sounds really interesting. I may do a Let's Play of Fallout 4 when it comes out, which is probably going to be the same mindset as pretty much everybody else on the globe, so I don't expect it to do very well, but hey, I might as well do it, you know? I still got more videos to do. Now that I'm back, I can fully work with the PS3 and do more Tekken Tag 2 stuff. Stay tuned for something with Lei Wulong. And another news for that, I've tinkered with my stream setup again, and I think I'm gonna get back into streaming. I've wanted to do it for a long time, because I always enjoy it when I do, but it's just like I never find the time to do it, and generally I'm very quiet when I play single-player games myself, so I figured I wouldn't be the most entertaining guy, but you know, I guess I'll give it another shot. If you missed it, last Sunday, I believe, or was it Monday, I don't remember, I streamed for the first time in like 6 months, and I got a whole bunch of new followers, and a whole bunch of people came, and I had a good time. Had some good matches. So I set up a rough streaming schedule. So let's say, as from now, without any changes, because I haven't given too much thought, but let's say Wednesday, I'll be streaming 3 times a week. So Wednesday at 8 p.m., Friday at 6 p.m., and Saturday at noon, 12 p.m., all Eastern Standard Time. So set your clocks if you're not on the East Coast, which you should be, because East Coast is the best coast. Yeah, and I'll be playing a variety of games. Mostly, I'll probably be playing a Tekken a lot, but I'll probably also be playing some Skyrim, some Fallout, maybe some Heroes of the Storm, which I've been playing a lot. I've been enjoying it a lot more than League recently, and some League of Legends from time to time. I know some people have wanted me to play Heroes of the Storm or League of Legends for streaming because they like that game as well. A lot of people do. It's very popular series MOBAs, and I will soon enough. I'm recording this on a Wednesday, but I don't think I'll be streaming this tonight because I don't think this video is going up tonight. But I'll put this into effect soon enough, probably after this video goes off. That's it for now, I guess. Got nothing else to say. It's great to be back. Oh, and Game of Thrones, man. Game of Thrones. That, you know, I just watched the last episode of season 5 like a day ago, and man, that ending made me really sad. But that's another story. I'm not gonna spoil it if you haven't seen it yet, because then you know, you're not gonna know that that character died. But if you managed to not know that who died yet, well, congratulations, because it's like everywhere on the internet these days. Just don't search up anything Game of Thrones related until you've seen the episode. Stay off social media. Ugh, oh god. But anyways, I'm back, and looking forward to more stuff. So I better do. It's been pretty spicy. But I'll see you guys another time. I don't know what this is, but I'm nodding.